Hey everyone, Aussie Viking here. I'm here to talk to you about my personal game of the year and many game of the year for many people, The Witcher 3: The Wild Hunt. First and foremost, this game is one of the greatest games ever made. It's up there with Ocarina of Time. If you haven't played it, I would suggest playing it if you're a fan of fantasy. Deep characters and very adult themes. Secondly, if you do enjoy the game, there is a Witcher 2, a Witcher 1, which both 1 and 2 are still great games, great stories, great characters. Gameplay for both is a bit mishy-mashy, but other than that, it's great. And if you really like them, there is a pretty cool book series which actually came first. In the 1986 when the first short story of The Witcher came out, and then 1991 was the first book, and then yeah. But it's really hard for me to not just give praise for this. The graphics, which you're looking on the screen right now, are amazing. This is the world of Temeria, I believe. It's hard to, I'm pretty sure it's Temeria. The graphics are beautiful. The animation's beautiful, characters beautiful, everything about it is beautiful. I wish I could show you footage of the other places, such as Skellige, the other places in Velen, I believe. But from what you see, this is what you get, unfortunately, for what I can record. But looks amazing, and Skellige looks just as good, if not better. It's a very Skyrim-ish Skellige, so yeah, that's that. I have to agree that I'm very, very happy how CD Projekt Red with how they made Witcher 3. 2011, Witcher 2 came out. Fantastic, amazing game, but Skyrim came out the same year, and I'm not gonna lie. I reckon without Bethesda releasing Skyrim around the same time as Witcher 2, we wouldn't get Witcher 3 as it is today. We get the great dialogue and the great character development, sure, and the great graphics, but we wouldn't have this open world that is on par with Skyrim, if not better. You know, we wouldn't be able to just get away from the side quests, and if you've read the books, you could just go on Roach and just pretend that you're Geralt from years and years ago when he was younger, just roaming around looking for a job, and you get those great contracts where you do them. This game. There is by far quests in this game that are better than full retail game stories, and these are side quests. These aren't main quests. The main quest is by far better than any game probably ever, I would say. But there are side quests in this that beat those games as well. You have to admit, when a developer gives you a story from a side quest, you don't even have to finish it if you don't want to. It just comes up, and even when you got your information, alright, what's next? That's it. Nope. The story is so good that you want to continue on with it. That is the beauty of The Witcher. This game is superb. It is one of the greatest games ever made. One of the greatest RPGs ever made, and deserves every single game of the year or whatever, I think, for the year. Now, Fallout 4, great game, but honestly, if you've played The Witcher 3, and you move on to the Fallout 4, no contest. Fallout 4 is good, but it's no Witcher 3. I played Fallout 4 and I got bored of it because while there was some good dialogue and characters in Fallout 4, which I have to admit, Bethesda, good on ya. Witcher 3 was just so much better. Everything about it. The graphics, the load times, there's no load times when you go into houses, the ones that you can get into. And it just feels more alive, feels more real. You're in this world. Another thing to talk about is the content you get in Witcher 3. You get over 300 hours of gameplay. And this isn't just like 100 hours just playthrough. You could spend 300 hours alone in your first playthrough. Then there's New Game Plus. Then there's the expansions if you choose to buy them, which I will say, so far, you should. First expansion, Hearts of Stone, has, again, like the side quests, better stories in games for retail games. A better story than full retail games. There's characters, there's development, there's everything you're looking for. Which, again, is amazing for just an expansion alone. And it opens up the map, you get new quests, new items, so on and so forth. The second one, Blood of Wine, is a whole new region, similar to Shivering Isles from Bethesda. And not out yet, well, at least not as I'm making this video, but it looks to be amazing and even better than Hearts of Stone, which is a feat in itself. Now, another thing is, there isn't much downsides to this game, to be honest. Another thing is the DLC you get with this. Okay, so when you get the game, and this is just when you get the game, you get 16 for free. 16 free DLCs. Now, some of these are quests, some of these are new cards, some of these are new gear, new horse armor.
Not so fast.
I love the horse armor one. Crossbow, so on and so forth, and even a few new quests and clothes.
Show me what you got.
Now, you're probably thinking, oh well, it's not really much to go crazy about for being free, but when you think about other games that do it and other companies that spend, like say, you know, you want a new skin, here's $2, $3, give it to us and you get it. You're getting it for free. Plus, yes, you get new things in the updates. So there's an update that gave you the ability to put your, if you're over outnumbered, or accused, or whatever the hell they say it, you can put your weapons or armors or everything that's just weighing you down away into a chest, and you can access this chest from all over the world. And that was in an update. And also in an update they gave you an alternative fighter stance. Again, in an update. CG Projekt Red is one of the best game developers ever, and they deserve every award they get, not only for the games they make, but as a company itself. Free DLC, expansion packs that are worth your money. I believe the expansion packs are around $10, $15. I think $15 technically in Australia, unless you get it with the Grad Pack, which again is amazing. If you are somebody that does $1 an hour, for whatever reasons, it's worth your money, if not more so. I've put in Hearts of Stone alone more than 30 hours. That's bigger than most games, and it only cost me, well, I got the season pass, both season pass about $34 in Australian, so that for $34 I got over 30 hours. So if I was doing $1 an hour, I've already made 90% of my money back on just the first expansion pack. And the second expansion pack is supposed to be 20 hours long. It obviously depends how you play, but if you go for everything and all that, it'll be more than 20 hours. Especially if you like to roam the world. And there isn't much that I can say about Witcher 3 that's negative. It's one of the greatest games ever made. You deserve to pick it up if you're a fantasy fan, or if you're a fan of, well, greatest games ever made. It's up there with Ocarina of Time, it's up there with GTA 3, San Andreas, 4, 5, whatever whatever have you used the best GTA. It's up there with every great game ever made. And it is unbeatable for me in story. It has stories that are on par with film and TV, if not better. You like Game of Thrones? Which is better, story-wise? That and every character you love doesn't die. Ugh. And yeah, that's all I can say. Now, I'm going to leave this with a fairly long cutscene. Hearts of Stone spoilers, by the way. Obviously, the spoilers will be in the description and the title, but still, this is spoilers coming up, and this is the great dialogue that's been written for these characters, and just a very interesting moment. And yeah, that's Aussie Viking out. Witcher 3, game of the year for me, one of the best games ever made. You deserve to pick this up. Aussie out.
Never seen this side of you.
What side is that?
How do I put this? Your romantic side? Used to seeing you surrounded by bandages and medicine vials, often covered in blood.
Well, that's because you usually come round while I'm at work. Off duty now. Waiting for you, weaving a garland for the wedding.
A wedding? Whose?
A dear friend's. From the academy. Speaking of which, would you go with me?
Sure, why not?
Wonderful. So, it's a date.
Remember to bring the sensor?
Of course. Some soldiers nearly caught me slipping it into my satchel. Wasn't sure what you needed it for, so I also took a mix of amber, aniseed, and juniper. All rather smoky when lit.
Thanks. Might come in handy.
Shall we?
Let's go.
The tone was spot on. This is impressive.
Yeah, too bad it's falling apart.
The family hit on hard times. No coin to splurge on such luxuries. Ooh, that looks just a little too creepy for me.
Don't have to come if you don't want. Wait here.
I like that idea. If there's any trouble, just yell. Be careful. Please.
Oh, I will be. Wouldn't want to give you even more work. Fire and blood, life and death. I summon ye, whose blood I have brought. Fire and blood, life and death.
You have summoned me, stranger. Why?
Name's Geralt. Came to wake the ghost of Vladimir von Everec.
Who you are, and why you've come matter little. For you'll not leave this place alive.
Are you Vlad's ghost?
Who asks after my grandson?
It matters not, Honoratina. What I wonder is how this mortal obtained the family's blood. For von Everic's rise only for von Everec blood.
True. Yet to my knowledge, only one of our line yet lives. Olgierd.
Then we converse with the man who spilled the blood of your grandson, Kestitis.
Mean none of you are Vladimir? It's Olgierd, his brother, who sent me.
You will meet Vlad soon enough. Yet Olgierd, you will never see again.
You die here, flashbag!
How you like that silver?
For Olgierd's blood. I'll suck the life.
My. Ornery whoresons those von Evericks, eh?
Who are you?
The rogue you seek. Vladimir von Everec, brother to Olgierd. Forgot I cannot even scratch my stones. Though in point of fact, they've not itched much since I died.
Didn't want to fight your family. They started it.
I'm dead, not blind. I preferred to see how you'd handled those snobby pricks. And Grandmum, too. Besides, what harm could you do them? They're dead as it is. Now tell me how you came into Olgierd's blood. If you hurt him, I fear I shall have to kill you.
Got it from a mutual acquaintance of mine and Olgierd's. I'm here on important business.
I'm a swiving corpse, with no interest in important matters, yours or any other buggers. The sole thing I miss is feasting, corporal diversion, so to speak. But alas...
Mentioned you like to enjoy yourself. Well, just so happens that's why I'm here. Your brother sent me.
How is the old rogue? What I wouldn't give to ride by his side again.
No chance of that happening. Could experience something else, though. Something a corpse should find interesting.
Interesting? Out with it. What do you have in mind?
Listen, Olgierd gave me a job. Odd as it may sound, I need to show you the time of your life.
Is that so? Now that, sir, is a brother. I've been dead for years, yet he still looks after me, after my spirits. How much time do we have?
Think one night should do the trick?
Splendid. Wait just a moment while I hoist my saber and... What the blistering devils?
You're a ghost. Can't grab things.
I keep forgetting. But how am I to revel and rock and fuck? Can't lift a tankard to my lips. Can't wield a saber. Can't squeeze a wench as we dance a jig.
Guess you'll have to do without. Let's go.
I will go nowhere. You're to see I enjoy myself, correct? Well, then think of a way to make it possible.
How?
Revive my flesh.
No can do. Besides, body's probably decomposed.
Then bloody come up with another way. I'll not go anywhere in this state.
Guess I could bring someone here, and you could borrow their body just for the night.
You wish me to possess someone?
Yeah?
Say I agree. Whose body would I inhabit?
Dunno. One of Olgierd's men, maybe? Or a peasant who'd agree to do it for coin?
Oh, no. I shan't crawl into the skin of some unwashed bandit or dung-eating swineherd. I've a better idea.
Oh no, not gonna happen.
Oh, yes. Yes, it is.
Geralt, wake up! Open your eyes! Where are the smelling salts?
Death was a small price to pay to lie on a lap so lovely, and so near the wonders concealed a bit higher.
Have you gone mad?
Yes, as soon as I laid eyes on you, promised to stay and stroke my chin, and I shall spend the rest of eternity in a hound's body, trotting along by your well-turned calves.
Geralt? What's happened to you?
Geralt? I'm Vladimir.
What?
Blast. Fine, give me a moment. Yeah, definitely don't like being possessed.
You'd not have fainted had you not resisted so fiercely.
Geralt, care to explain what's going on here?
It's his fault.
A pleasure to meet you, my sweet.
Whose?
His. You know, Olgierd's brother.
Geralt, there's no one else here.
Seems your lovely maiden friend can neither see nor hear me. There's potential in that.
Leave Shani out of this.
Ah, is that a name? Lovely. A perfect name for a perfect lass.
You're testing my patience.
As you are mine. Can you please explain what's going on here?
Oh, fiery. Temperament matches the drapes.
Listen, I'm supposed to show Vladimir von Everec the time of his life. Turned out, he's a ghost. So, willing or not, I gotta lend him my body.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you're possessed?
Not at the moment. Just now he's standing next to me, coyly grinning at you. But off and on, he'll enter my body. So anything I say or do will actually be him. His mind, his intent.
What if I want to talk to you, not him?
Well, she should approach me and ask me to jump out for a bit.
Just come up and ask him to leave for a while.
I see.
Splendid!
Right then, Sugar Plum. What say you we leave this dank crypt? There's a charming grove nearby where kisses taste sweeter than anywhere else in the world.
I take it you're Vladimir now. Doesn't seem like I'll have trouble telling you apart from Geralt.
My sentiments exactly. Between you and me, this Witcher fellow is an awful bore.
Only sometimes.
Ha! Seems we're kindred spirits. So, off to the nearest hedgerow?
I'm afraid I have to turn you down, dear ghost.
A shame. In that case, point me to the nearest brothel.
I've got a better idea. Just before Geralt entered the crypt to summon you, I invited him to my friend's wedding.
Good heavens. That's damn good luck. No better dancer in all Redania than Vladimir von Everec. My ginger muffin. With me, you shall enjoy an evening to top all others.
Wonderful. I must stop by my home first and change. So, we'll meet at the temple.
Oh, I don't like the sound of that.
Why not?
I'm not fond of temples, see? When alive, I'd only set foot in one to loot it. And in death, I find I despise them all the more. Could we not meet after the ceremony, go straight to the feast?
All right. Seems we've no other option.
Splendid. Then I shall see you at the wedding manor.
I must say, Witcher, a man could lose his head for a lass like that. And that comes from none other than Vladimir von Everec, famed for his taste in women. So tell me, honestly now, man to ghost, are you her paramour? For if so, you have my word, I shall keep my distance. But if not, then... the haylofts we shall devastate together.
Let's say we were more than friends, once upon a time.
You tried to hide it, but I smelled a tryst. I know a thing or two about men, you see. A shame, though. I'd have satisfied her well, but no cavalier would rut in another's garden. So, Witcher, time for the wedding?
Let's go.
Onward! I'll be right behind you.
Smile fair as spring.
I remember that mill. Whenever Olgierd and I got up to mischief, we'd hide out in there. Once, we snuck off with some moonshine. Old cocksucker Yaramir caught us.
Jewels, he lays riches before you. Jews need be repaid, and he will come for you. All to reclaim, no smile to console you. He'll snare you in bonds, eyes glowing.